The Queen has flown to Norfolk for the Christmas season after apparently recovering from a heavy cold. This is after she stepped down as patron of 25 national organisations, passing the responsibilities to other family members. Are these all signs that 2017 may be the year the Queen will abdicate? Royal historian Kate Williams joins us now from Westminster. Kate, what do you think? Would she ever?
It's very unlikely because the Queen herself, she said that she's never going to abdicate. I mean, that's for two reasons. Number one, she sees it as a job for life that was given to her by God. She was anointed by God, theoretically in the coronation ceremony, and only God can take it away. And number two is the effect that the abdication of Edward VIII, her uncle, had on her family. It was very distressing. So for her, it would be both a dereliction of duty and also turning down the job that God had given to her. So she's never going to abdicate, but that doesn't mean that she can't start to hand over a lot of her duties. And we've already seen since 2012 her handing over a lot of the foreign travel, saying that's going to be the role of Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall now. And we've seen, as you said, in the last few days, some British patronage, some charities being handed over to the younger royals. And I think what we're going to see in 2017 is more of the basic role, the basic job of a monarch being handed over to Prince Charles and also William and Harry.
So she is scaling down, I mean, presumably because of her age, but not because of her health, though. I mean, she's in fairly rude health, really, apart from this latest heavy cold that she's had. But she is still healthy and fit, isn't she? She's
absolutely in great shape. I mean, it's really astonishing. I'm not 90, and I do follow her around, and I really can't keep up with her. And as you say, she's in fantastic health. I mean, the majority of Britain has had a heavy cold over the past couple of weeks. People have been in bed, and they've been very ill, and she's just had one day off. And I think we have to remember that she's 90, her husband is 95. They couldn't be in better health. They both look as if they're 60, but they're not. And it is sometimes exhausting to keep up this huge calendar that they have, this non-stop calendar of non-stop events. Every day they're doing something. Every day they're out on patrol, or they're meeting people, or they're going on a visit, or there's an investiture. So she has a punishing schedule. And to one degree, this keeps her young and it keeps her fit. But also, I think it can be exhausting. And I think certainly the British people, after we've celebrated her 90th birthday this year, wonderful celebrations, I think we do think, to an extent, she deserves the odd afternoon off with a crossword.
As you say, she's totally committed to the job. She said that God gave it to her and only he can take it away. She will have a bit more time if she's giving up some of the patronages of the organisations that we've mentioned. What will she be doing with that spare time, do you think? Or extra time?
The spare time. The Queen is a great fan of the outdoors. She loves horses, she loves driving outdoors, she's still driving beautifully, she loves her dogs. And although she's not breeding any more dogs, she stopped breeding corgis any further, so she will be spending time with her dogs, with her grandchildren, and with her family. It's a small amount of spare time that she has, because it must be remembered that even though she's given up 25 charities, she's still got hundreds and hundreds of charities, many investitures, a huge schedule of royal engagements. And I think certainly she will also have a very clear political role this year. We are looking forward, of course, to the opening of Parliament, when she opens Parliament in the spring, and that when she delivers the Queen's speech, we will hope to hear some more details about Brexit in that speech. So she's going to play a key political role this year and an important diplomatic role. We expect that President Trump, as he will be, accompanied by whichever First Lady will come with him, whether it's Melania or Ivanka, will be also coming to visit her. So the eyes of the world are going to be upon her in all kinds of ways.
You've clearly ruled out abdication. Will that be the case for other members of her family as well?
I should think that should be the case. So the Queen, I do know from my sources in the palace that very gentle plans are being put forward to if we are going to have a platinum jubilee in 2022. And that's not really very far away. It's only 6 years away that she may have a platinum jubilee. We may have a 100th birthday party, all these things. But in the run-up to her perhaps being 100 or having a platinum jubilee, she is going to hand over more of the duties. And that is also for the fact that not only because she is growing older, but also because other members of the royal family, they've been waiting a long time. They're ready to take over the roles. William, Harry are mature young men now, very popular, very well liked, and the Duchess of Cambridge supporting them. And also Prince Charles has been waiting a long time to take over the role. He's clearly someone who is very keen to be part of the Constitution, be part of the country's governance, as we saw from the Thought for the Day. He said just the other day on Radio 4, talking about tolerance and the tolerance of refugees. So we are going to see the royal family taking over. But yes, I think when eventually Prince Charles does become our king, it's very unlikely that he's going to abdicate as well. He will stay in the job because abdication, ever since Edward VIII, is not what our royal family does.
I'm sure they're all looking forward to that Platinum Jubilee. Let's hope we can celebrate it. Kate, thank you very much.
We'll be there.